Hi, everybody. Welcome to the fifth episode of Bolles Boarding Buzz. I'm your host, Mia, and today I'm here with.
Liam,
Thank you so much for being here today.
thank you very much.
So this is actually an exciting episode for me because, Liam, where are you from?
Trinidad and Tobago.
And my dad is from Trinidad and Tobago, so it's really, I'm really excited to interview Liam today. So before we get started, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Liam. I'm 17. I'm from the island of Trinidad and Tobago. It's in the Caribbean. Um, I came to Bolles my sophomore year. I'm a junior now. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I ask everyone that comes on the podcast this question: what was the reason you came all the way from Trinidad to Bolles?
I swim, so my parents saw the opportunity to take a risk. It was a big risk for them to send me here, but it's paying off, and I'm really appreciative of them for taking that risk and letting me be here to continue my dreams of swimming.
So I know that you are committed to NC State for swimming, right?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Could you talk a little bit about your experience in like the recruiting process and everything, and why you chose NC State?
So the recruitment process, I think, is very stressful for everyone. I had the opportunity to experience it. Yes, it's very stressful, but I think looking back on it, I'm happy that I was able to be a part of it and had the opportunity to be able to go to these schools, visit, and be able to commit to NC State. I really liked the team, the atmosphere, and especially the coaches. The coaches are really funny, and I really like the bond between all of the athletes on the team.
Nice. Okay. So, when I interviewed Ella, she talked about how the Bolles swimming program, it really like prepares you for that, and they like help a lot with the recruiting process. Could you talk a little bit about how being a boarder here, like the effects and like differences, I guess, if you were trying to get recruited to swim in the U.S. from like living in Trinidad, and then but like you're living. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
I
yeah.
understand. So I think being here in the boarding experience, boarding program here, has helped me become a better person. One and two, I have way better time management. I'm way more efficient in the things that I do, because coming from like when I first came here, it would take so long for me to get things done, but now I just know what I have to do and I get it done really quickly. I think that's prepared me for like staying in a dorm at college,
Yeah.
as I'm in a dorm right now. It's really helped me plan out myself for the future. If I was home, I think it would have been a little harder getting adjusted in college, but now it'll be more seamless.
Nice. Okay. So, I want to go to the culture part now of aspect of Trinidad. So, could you give everyone just like a brief explanation of some of the, like the big culture aspects of Trinidad, like different things. Like I know Carnival is a
Yeah.
big thing. And yeah.
So Carnival was two weeks ago. That's basically leading up to Ash Wednesday. There is 2 days, Carnival Monday and Carnival Tuesday. They basically have what we say fetes, but it's like you could say it's a big parade, but it's not as organized as a parade.
Yeah.
Like the Monday morning is everyone is not in the best attire or anything. It's just people are just having a good time, and a lot of tourists come to Trinidad and Tobago at that period of time. It's really fun with the music, and there's multiple things going on as like panorama, which is like a competition where they like play the steelpan. It's like bands, and then they have um, like like a competition of who has the best costume. So they have the king of the band and the queen of the band, and they basically rank which costume is the best. And then there is the calypso monarch and the soca monarch, where it's a competition who has the best songs of the both genres, and prizes and so on are given out to them. And also a big aspect of Trinidad for me is the food. Um, I can't say anything else. Best food on the planet. Nowhere else. Yeah, just the food is really good, and I miss it.
Well, I'm really glad you mentioned the food. That's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. I agree. Trinidad's food is really good, amazing. Um, so what is probably like your top like three favorite dishes?
I don't know. I don't really rank it. I just eat. I would say um, you have doubles. It's called a bara, but it's like flour, fried flour, and you have two of them, and you put chickpeas. We call it chana,
Mm-hmm.
and you put it in the middle. You could put cucumber and like tamarind sauce. It's like sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then I would say curry, paratha roti, and sada roti. It's two different, well, sada roti and dal puri. It's like three different types that you could eat curry with.
Mm-hmm.
You have curry potatoes, curry chicken, curry. We eat duck, goat as well. Um, about anything you find, you could curry. And then uh, my top something else in my top three would be like pilau maybe. Pilau is basically it's rice, peas, and chicken, and I really like how you could also like have like other meats as well in it.
Cool. So, we went to Maracas, the
Beach,
beach,
yeah,
yeah, and there was bacon shark.
yeah.
I never tried it. I want to try it.
It's
Do
really
you
good.
like it?
It's like they go out and they fish for sharks, and basically just a bunch of stalls on the beach where they sell bacon shark. They also
Mm.
have like you could have bacon shrimp, um, cheese. That's before I never liked shark, but now I like it. So normally I would used to get bacon cheese, but
Mm.
now I get bacon shark. And you could also have it with shrimp and forgetting something else, but yeah, sorry.
No, it's good. So also, I think one of probably my favorite. I like pastels a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, my dad, we can, I don't know if I think he gets them from Trinidad and then he like freezes them and then we just eat them. But that's I actually don't like doubles. I don't know. That's a really controversial take. All my friends in Trinidad are like, how do you not like doubles? But my dad also makes palau. I think,
yeah,
yeah, he actually made it last week. It's like really good. I think that's probably also one of my favorites too.
yeah. So I don't know how you don't like doubles, but moving on.
Also another controversial. Actually, I don't know. It's a question. Do you like callaloo?
Callaloo, yeah,
Callaloo?
yeah,
Okay.
I like callaloo. My mom makes it often, so
Yeah.
I grew up eating callaloo.
Because
Yeah,
I feel like if I ask people, they're always like they either like hate it or they like it. I
yeah.
think yeah.
It's it's very split. Well, the people I know is it's split.
Yeah, same. But yeah, cool. Trinidadian food is really, really good. But yeah. Also the culture fair. If you're watching this, the culture fair is I think I forgot. It's like April 20 something. But I'm doing a booth for Trinidad and we're gonna bring like a lot of food and like drinks. My favorite drink is sorrel. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Sorrel,
Sorrel. Yeah.
sorrel, yeah,
Yeah, that's really good. I love it. We're in the hotels like drinking it nonstop. It's so good.
yeah,
But yeah, okay. So moving on from food, um, I wanted to talk about this because this is really cool. You swim for Trinidad, right?
yes.
So I was looking on Instagram and I saw that Carifta games are coming up. So could you talk about what the Carifta games are, and like also your experience swimming for Trinidad, how that is?
Yeah. So the Carifta Games is track and field and swimming. It's a bunch of islands in the Caribbean. To list a few: Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Bahamas, St. Lucia. Those islands, Jamaica as well. All those islands come together and there's regional meets. They most of the times happen on Easter weekend, so it starts on the Easter Friday and um, ends on Sunday. No, it ends on the Tuesday. Sorry, that's for the swimming. I'm not sure about the track and field, but that's a regional meet that I've been going to since 2022. I first qualified in 2022. Because of COVID, I didn't get to go prior years. Um, and I've been going ever since. And I have the opportunity to swim at home this year in Trinidad for the Curve Games 2025.
Cool. Okay. So, obviously, it's like such an honor to represent your country for the sport that you do. What was like your first experience getting to swim for Trinidad? Like,
I would say, well, my first experience swimming for Trinidad was in 2017.
oh wow.
That was at the Goodwill Games. That's also another regional meet in the Caribbean. It's not as big as the Curve Games, but it's like a lesser age group meet for the younger ones coming up. That was in Guyana. That was my first meet, as I said, for Trinidad. A lot of memories I built there with my teammates now who still swim for Trinidad. So I have that bond from ever since with them. And it just, that was just, it was an honor. And I cherish being able to swim for Trinidad and representing Trinidad.
That's obviously so cool. Like I've said lots of times, but it is like really cool. It's like such an honor, and that's congratulations.
Thank you.
Um, so what's kind of like the how were your teammates? Like how's like obviously you mentioned a little bit about like the atmosphere and how like you like your teammates and everything. What is that like kind of I don't know what I'm trying to do. Like when you're with your teammates and you're swimming for Trinidad, how does that like make you feel?
Oh, yeah. All of my best times are on meet swam swimming for Trinidad. The jokes with my friends that I magically put on a Trinidad cap and I swim faster. So that's what. So being with my teammates from home, growing up with them until I came to Bolles, I've known them for years on years, and I have bonds with them that I don't think I'll break any. That I don't think I'll break. Like they're like I would say what we would say at home, my dogs, yeah, my brethren, and I really appreciate them for being in my life and being there for me.
That's awesome. That's really nice. So I saw on Instagram there was this like account. It was like sports and then like TT.
Yeah, sport competition.
Yeah. So there was this like post about you. I think you reposted on your story something about like the People's Choice Award thing.
Yeah,
I think
it was basically a People's Choice Award where I was selected as Junior Athlete of the Year.
that is really that's like really amazing. Congratulations
Thank you,
again.
thank you.
So I want to talk about now. This is kind of like the not funny part, but like I thought this would be cool. So when I first went to Trinidad, there was like a bunch of like slang there.
Oh yeah.
And I did not know what any of like my teammates were saying. So could you do like a little like tell everyone some things that I know one lime like when we want to hang out.
Yeah,
maybe
lime.
Like I did not. I was like, what do you mean? But yeah, are there any other?
So there are a bunch of slang words back home that I'm unable to use here. Well, I could use it with some of the Caribbean guys who understand in context what it is. Each island has their different slang, but some is pretty similar. So as Mia just said, lime is basically if you just want to go chill and do nothing, just you basically say, let's go out the road to lime. Um, you also have like, what's the scene? It's literally translates to like what is the scene, but you just say it's like what's up. Um, a lot of what we say is broken. So like we have like green verbs, my mom would say. So we would use, well, it's not verbs actually, but I'm like, we'd say what happened to he, but it's supposed to be him. So we just, we don't speak properly, but we could write properly and so on. Yeah.
That's cool. I think my second interview, I interviewed AGL. She's from the Bahamas, and then we were talking about some like slang words, and then she was kind of saying the same thing. Like all the Caribbean islands, they have like they speak like they have different like words. Like you say like lime is like hang on and stuff, but like it's more like the accents and well they're kind of different, but you know what I mean. Like they
Yes.
speak in like
Broken
broken
English.
English. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I thought that was really cool. When I kind of felt like it was, I think now that I've been there like a lot, because being from because my dad's from Trinidad and I'm from here, I think it's like really fun to like learn about their culture, and then like when I go there I actually understand stuff now. But yeah, that's really cool. I was researching and I saw that the Crifta Games, there's this like at Bolden Stadium.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where we train sometimes in the stadium, and there's like a thing across that's like also where you guys swim, right? The National Aquatic Center.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like in the same vicinity, right? It's like
No,
it isn't.
I don't think so. Wait,
But
hold on.
every time I go to Atto Bolden, it's like you go in through the gate.
No,
Atto
yeah, yeah.
Bolden's
No,
like
no, no.
right
I'm
here.
thinking of another stadium. Sorry.
It's like the National Aquatic Center. It's like
It's right across.
yeah, it's like and it has like it's like orange, right?
It's orange
and
with
it's
a blue
like,
roof.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
okay.
that's a swimming place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that where the Crifta Games are?
Yes, that's where the Crifta Games
Okay.
will be held.
Fun. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, I didn't know that it was like actually a swimming center first. I think it has
Yes.
like a cycling.
There's a
thing.
cycling velodrome as well.
Cycling too.
That's across the road as well.
Yeah, but and then home of football is also there.
Yes.
Like right behind. But yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that there's a swimming center there. But yeah. So going back to like the culture aspect, what's probably like the most like since you're here, what's probably the most like thing you miss about being in Trinidad and Tobago that you can't like have here?
Food. Food. Yeah, food. That's the first thing that came up. I was like, the food's like, it has no seasoning. Like I was like, it doesn't taste. I don't taste anything. Yeah, that was first thing I missed. Um, well, family first, I guess.
Yeah.
That was actually the first thing I missed.
Yeah.
My family, and then the food. When I first ate, I was like, okay. But yeah, that's the two big things that I miss: my family and food. Like I would really like for my family to be with my family.
Yeah.
But here in the dorms, so I just have to make the best out of the opportunity I'm given.
Nice. I know everyone. I like literally everybody who I interviewed when I asked them a question, they all said family. But then I'm funny and glad that you mentioned food because that's like also a good one. I think that I would say that too if I was from Trinidad. But what is like? What's it like being away from home? Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have 3 siblings: an older sister, an older brother, and a younger brother. Yeah, it's not being able to see them often is pretty. It's not fun. It's not ideal.
Yeah.
But I'm here. I get to go home for breaks. I was home for spring break, so I got to see them. My younger brother, it's funny. Kind of pick on him sometimes, just for jokes. Yeah.
Cool. Glad that you mentioned like going home for spring break because like I was gonna ask you about that. Do they come up and like visit you sometimes, or do you just on
No,
breaks go down?
I go
to
down.
visit
They came up when I first got here. My mom came up last year for spring break. That was actually a surprise. I didn't know that she was coming,
fun.
so she came up. But this year I went down. I went down for Christmas break and for spring break.
Nice. Okay. So when you go down for like breaks and stuff, what are probably some of your like favorite things to do when
Um, Eat,
you
eat. Uh, yeah, eat. Eat's the first thing, and then see my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to my friends from back home, so just getting to see them and using the word lime with them. um, yeah, that's a big thing.
Cool. Do you like to go to the beach?
Yeah, I go to the beach. As you said, like Maracas, I go to
Yeah.
Maracas. Actually, I took my roommate home with me for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's fun.
So we went to Tobago as soon as we got
Uh-huh.
home. We didn't stay at a hotel. We just rented a car,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just there for one day. So we just
Yeah.
drove around to different beaches and food and had food, big theme, food. Um, so yeah, we just he enjoyed it. And then we went home. Well, went back to Trinidad. I lived at the south of the island,
Mm-hmm.
so we just stayed at home for the next week.
Nice. Well, I know Tobago obviously has like really nice beaches. I think
Yes,
some supposedly they're better than the ones in Trinidad.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, a lot of people go to Tobago for the beaches. But you said driving. I just wanted to mention it's kind of like funny that
Oh yeah,
I didn't know when I first went there that we picked up the rental car and the you drive on the left side of the road
yeah.
and the steering
Jerry
wheel
was
is
on
on
the
the
right.
right side of the road.
Yeah, it's the British system.
Yeah. I thought that was really funny. But speaking of like beaches and that type of thing, have you ever went DDI?
Down the islands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um
when I was younger, we every what time of the year was this? I think it was carnival time.
mhm.
We would go down the islands and spend basically a week there.
Yeah.
There's this one spot that we'd always go, one house we would go to,
Mhm.
and every year for a few years we just go there.
That sounds
A bunch of us.
fun. Cause I know, like you said, Carnival was like 2 weeks ago about ish, and I was talking to my friends there, and then they weren't even in school, and then
Yeah,
I was like, wait, like why are you're like DEI? Like why? Like are you missing school? And they're like, oh, we don't have school. And I was like for the whole week, I think, and then they're like, yeah, like not the whole week.
it's basically when carnivals are going on, they use the roads, so there's no way you could get to schools,
Oh.
so they shut schools off during carnival.
Mm. I wish they had that something like that here. That's like fun, like spring break and then carnival, so like extra break time from school. But
Yeah.
yeah, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, could you? I don't think because like the first time I went there, my friends were talking about DDI, and I was like, "What is that?" Could you like explain to them because they probably don't know?
Okay, so in the north of the island to the northwestern tip, near Chagaramas, there are a bunch of little islands, Carrera, uh, Gaspre, Shakari, and there's another one, I can't remember the name. One of them is a prison. One of them it was an abandoned leper island that they had lepers in the past. One of them is like a big tourist attraction, and then the other one's just I don't think they just one of them has a lighthouse on it.
Uh huh.
So people just whenever there's a break or they just want to go there, people just go there, rent a house, and just have a good time there. You take a boat from Chagaramas. You either have a boat in the yacht house, in the yacht club, or you just ask like you rent a boat and they
Hmm.
take you out,
Yeah.
and you take your snacks before, and you just stay there for however long you want to.
Yeah, that's like probably one of my favorite parts when I go down there. I always go down the islands with my friends. But yeah, I thought it was really like funny at first cuz like before we went, my friend and her mom we went to like the grocery store and then she was like buying all these things and then like taking them and I was like, "Wait, why are you like doing that?" And she was like, "Oh, you have to like bring stuff when you go down
Yeah.
there." And then I was like, "Oh." But yeah, we had to like load them into the boat. And I thought that was really cool. But um yeah. So um I want to talk some about music. I know that there's two like big,
Genres.
yeah, soca and calypso.
Calypso, yeah. I am a big soca fanatic. Um, Ever since I was young, I always would listen to soca. I think I could sing every lyric to of couple songs.
Hmm.
I I still listen to it on Spotify. I have a like entire playlist of soca. Um, my friends in the dorm, they're a bunch of like Caribbean guys
Hmm.
I hang out with, and we all sing the same songs. Soca is really big.
Hmm.
Um, I'm happy that Trinidad came up with soca and calypso. So yeah, it's a big part of my childhood, and I still listen to the music as memories. And every year around leading up to Carnival time, there's new songs coming out that I try to get up to date to, though I've been slacking a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I don't really listen to that much, but when I go down there, all the girls listen to soca
yeah,
music. I think it's really fun. It's different,
it's
but
very
it's
upbeat.
yeah,
Yeah,
which is what I like about it. But also calypso music, I don't really know like much about that,
it
but
it's soca came from calypso. So basically, calypso is like slower. My grandparents like know more about soca than like when my grandparents organized a line.
mhm.
They most of the times pick calypso. It's much slower, and something about calypso, it like they use calypso to talk about politics or things going on in the world. So like
Mhm.
the lyrics are like pretty powerful in calypso. So cause like the lyrics, they're a bit scanty to say the least. But for calypso, they have meaning in what they're singing about.
Okay, that's cool. So calypso is more like makes sense why your grandparents when they were in
Yeah,
high times listen to that. But so soca is more like upbeat,
yeah.
like
It's party music.
yeah, and then calypso is more like powerful meaning
Yeah,
words, like
it's much slower.
okay, like jazz kind of like or
Um,
blues or
yeah, you could compare it to that.
oh
Yeah.
okay, that's cool. So probably gonna wrap up the interview soon, but the last thing I want to talk about the steel pan
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier. What can you explain what that like
So
is?
basically, so the origin, it's no one knows exactly who created it, because it came out of, I think, World War Two. It could be one, but I think it's World War Two, where Trinidad was supplying the United States with oil, and there would just be these spare oil drums scattered around, and people decided to take them and beat them to play music.
Hmm.
So then they came up with tuning the pan or like bending it so it plays certain tones. So you would have your pan sticks with rubber on the end, and you would play. You'd hold it, the sticks like this, and you hit the notes. It's a round drum, and you would see like bumps, and each bump has a different tone when you hit it. So you could hit like different notes on the musical, like uh, uh different notes to play the music.
Fun. Okay. Well, you were just trying to like describe how it looks like there, but I'll insert like a picture right here. All the other stuff we are
I
talking
used to
about.
play the four cello. It's like four drums, and yeah, just it's around you like that.
Oh, like are the drums like connected? Like
So no, you could. They're different drums. So you have single tenor, double tenor, uh, triple cello, four cello, and then I can't remember the name of the big one. It's basically four, I think it's six actually, giant like drums, and you have like your sticks are not regular sticks, they're like big sticks,
mm-hmm.
and you go go at it. There's a competition during Carnival where they bands come together. They're different sizes and different categories,
Mm-hmm.
but they basically vote on which band is the best band.
Cool. Okay. But like I said earlier, wait, what was the name of like the instrument you played? Like the
For cello?
Okay, I'll probably put a picture of it too, because there's a lot of stuff we're talking about that you could probably be better if it was visual. But yeah, so I want to ask one more question. It's like a fun question. If like you had someone who's never been to Trinidad before, and like you're like a tour guide taking them, what's probably like the first place or places that you would take them that like you would really want them to see or experience?
First place to take them.
You'd probably take them to go get food, right?
Yeah, food. Yeah, that's yeah. I would take them. Well, it's a bit of a drive, but uh, I would say it's an hour away. It's in South. It's a place called Debe, the Debe Stretch.
Mhm.
It's basically a place where there's a bunch of stalls where they sell doubles, alu pie, something called sahina. It's I don't know how to describe it, but it's just good.
Okay.
um, and they have a bunch of other stuff that they sell. Also, they sell like sorrel, the sorrel drinks that you were talking about,
My favorite.
and it's just a really nice place to just enjoy yourself and eat food.
So kind of like a food market, like a
Not
food.
necessarily because they only sell one sort of stuff,
Uh huh.
but it's a bunch of different people selling it.
Okay, cool. So you can like try different
Yeah.
okay, nice. So probably gonna end it there, but thank you so much for being here. I
Thank
really
you very much.
appreciate it. Um, and um, Trinidad and Tobago is obviously like just a really amazing place. I really enjoy it. I'm like really glad that my dad's from there and I get to like go every once in a while for soccer to play for them to experience the culture. And obviously, you explained it so well, everything, stuff I didn't even know. Um, so, yeah, once again, thank you. And
Thank you.
we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.